Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 53. For the call, let's go to Atlanta, as it is my pleasure to hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Godden along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rear-view mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
Years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. This is fielded at the goal line. First down, Prescott. Throw left side, complete. It's Bird. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Forced out to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ahmad Brooks Coming on the blitz, he gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Mahomes under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ahmad Brooks in there to get him, and that's 2 sacks for him already in this first quarter of play. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
He sets to fire deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
The first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for... It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Atlanta now coming out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that,
it's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 58 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as the defender is concerned.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Des Bryant, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Mahomes going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And here now come the Falcons. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Des Bryant, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
To Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now here's Mahomes trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Fighting his way through contact. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Dez Bryant with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet. And that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job. And I think this might come under the heading of when someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to them.
And on the defensive side, they better figure something out quickly.
Yeah, I think that no matter what, you've got to do something to slow him down. I don't care if it's double or triple coverage. Make someone else emerge because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Chris Conley. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Hill shedding the tackle. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
And here also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every... Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making...
Williams loses the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Prescott on first down. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Dez Bryant with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They begin the drive with Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. You ain't going nowhere.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mahomes now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
Green 90.
Back to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. Travis Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic. And they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
On third down, it's Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton of it, but at least some positive yardage. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback, because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Prescott now on second down. Buying time to his left. Finding room inside the 40. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked
Personal
on.
foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Williams. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 at the 19. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he spins through. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And that'll be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It has been a remarkable first season in the studio for me. I want to thank you guys so much as I send it over one final time for the second half call of Super Bowl 53 to Brandon and Charles in Atlanta.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go now.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away. I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, this is blocked. Butker now to kick this one away. Here's Oliver. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Des Bryant now, he gears up to help lead this offense again. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Fight. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Dak Prescott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Tucker now to add the point after. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there that time, actually. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Get out.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure. Oh, Prescott stripped. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It's certainly
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Terrell McClain able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is going to be incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, until he salvaged something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive?
That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gordons get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rolling to his right. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Blue 45.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Blue 45.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get...
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go now.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Davian Williams, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Our focus now moving to Dez Bryant as he heads back out there. A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark for him.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Boy, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball.
Right,
all right? I want to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
The former DB rooting for the wide receivers. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Let's go. Let's finish now. We got three.
A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Prescott now, dancing to his left. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better?
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Green 39.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass. They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made there by Robert Alford. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. He's got the first down and moving past midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately. There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. That'll go as a loss of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Vic Beasley able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Elam, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50. All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10. Wearing those golden high tops as well.
47.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete. Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And give him a gain of 37. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there. You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Dez Bryant from 6 yards away. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record. And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they're taking.
After review of the play, the
so here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, here's Prescott out to his left. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Green, 90.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That was a round run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And again, it's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Mahomes going to throw, and nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball and goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Here we go now.
One final try for Mahomes. Now a and now here is another interception. picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.